Great Friday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, Texas. And let me say, yeah, still trying to get this thing on right there. That's probably the best I'm going to get it. Porque I'm really like tripping out in regards to not having the camera where it's supposed to be. But for some reason, I can't get my computer este, to mirror my on the TV. I tend to be a little bit on the always up to technology thingy, but some things I just can't get, and just not my forte. The question there is, do I actually have any fortes? I want to think that I do. I just don't know that I do. I was thinking about it this morning. You know, uh, what am I good at? And eh, no sirves para nada. No, what I was trying to say is that you've got to find your little niche in life. And one of the things that I've always been very, very good at is associating with people, empathizing with people, and connecting with people. Been very, very good. I mean, has that done me well? I guess yes. But let me say, I still enjoy my quiet alone time. It's like I like being by myself. And sometimes, every so often, I'll find someone and you know, get along well, but it doesn't mean that I want to spend like a lot of time with the individuals, just a little bit of time. And been very, very fortunate. And I think that's one of the things that a lot of folks don't understand. It's like a lot of people at my church, at church, a lot of the religious right, think it's important and necessary for individuals that have to get married and have children and be a part of that type of society. And I'm going like, it's just not my thing. You know, I don't like that. I kind of enjoy the poquito compromiso and it's over. Like, when you're out there with someone and you do the what Ray is saying, you do the cuddle time, you do the pa acá poquitos time. Ah, hola, Efra, me quieres engañar. Happy birthday to my friend. No voy a decir, esa ya me la hicieron, como me hicieron Elber y luego Gala. No, 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 no me van a engañar esta vez. But for me, it's a lot easier when relationships are short to the point. You know, I love my alone time, relaxes me, gives me peace. Yes, and it's like Royal was saying, do the cuddle thing, do the, but as soon as that 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes is over, let's each go to our own room. uh, See ya. And and it might be another 2, 3 days, a week, 2 weeks, and then like, hey, let's hook up again. That's the kind of stuff that I think is kind of cool because there's very, very little commitment in regards to a lot of that stuff. Pásenle atrás. No, but that's just me. I'm just very, very different, maybe, but it's just who I am. Let's get to the morning comments. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Sir, can't stay long headed to a funeral. Oh, my condolences, man. My prayers. Cuddle time. I like it. Efra, el músico de la calle. ¿Cómo te quiero, papá? Good morning. Good morning. I'm the same way. I love my alone time. It relaxes me and gives me peace. And there's nothing, and I'll say this: there's nothing like being like on a beach or next to a lake where all you hear is the water moving. You know, a good cigar, a Cuban cigar. I don't smoke, and I don't smoke. And before anyone that might be from my church is listening and go like, "Ya ves, él fuma." I don't smoke, but a good Cuban cigar. Let me tell you guys, I'm going to be in Cuba the last week of this month. I might not have internet, so it just all depends on how good things are over there. But let me say how bad things are over there. But you better believe I'm going to be smoking some Cubans, and I'm going to bring me back some Cuban cigars. I do not care. And anyone out there that wants some Cuban cigars, let me know. I think I can bring back $400 worth of Cuban cigars. That's it. That's the only amount of cigars that I'm bringing. And you better believe that while I'm in Cuba, I am going to have, you know, some rum. They say rum over there is just kind of amazing. So, like to all my church people that I go, ya ves, el fuma y toma. Mm, you better believe it. I'm going to have myself some rum and smoke myself a little Cuban cigars. While in Rome, do as the Romans. Estaba hablando de Efra, porque Efra es uno de mis amores de allá de Puebla. Y le mandé mensaje a Efra, le dije, oye, Efra, este, necesito un favor. Necesito que me mandes unas pasitas. Y Efra me mandó pasitas, llegan el lunes, porque se me está acabando las pasitas. Things are great. Hello, Mr. Boop. Good morning. Good morning. Abraham, good morning. Once it's over, next. And I'm not that gacho. I mean, unless it's like really, really bad, then I skip on over to the other side. Step on to the other side. Yeah. Puro Panteon. Let me tell you, Aaron came by yesterday, man. We had a good little conversation. I love Aaron. He knows that. I love Panteon. I love a lot of my brothers from the hood back in the day. I'm actually going to have the blessing of marrying one of my brothers this coming weekend. Valdo is getting married. I don't know if he wanted for me to let everyone know out there, but he's getting married, and I will be married him on Sunday. So it's gonna be it's an honor, it's an honor, and it's an honor to be of service to people that you love, that you've known for years. And I've known Aron, Panteon, Joe, Evaldo for years, and one of the things that I love about these guys is that they've seen me at my worst. At my worst, I was always mentioning how is the Ronnie from Drunken Bastards, was it? Dirty Rotten Drunk. Can't remember. Drunken Bastards. Can't remember the name of the group, but Ronnie was a big supporter of mine, and I don't know if a lot of my raza back from my hood days. Ronnie was a supporter of mine, and we'd talk. Oh, ponme un letrero acá, Erasmo, ponme un letrero. And I put a sign over there by his suegra's house, este, or his mom's house. I can't remember. Over there on Southmost. Y Ronnie me decía, man, Erasmo, we're so proud of you. I'm not gonna cry, but decía, we're so proud of you, man. You know, que uno de nosotros acá del barrio, has come out of the barrio to run for office. Man, that's what we're so very proud of you. And he told me this when I was running for mayor of the city of Brownsville. And all the raza que me topaba allá cuando nos poníamos enfrente de la casa del Chucky ahí en la polka, Mary and Chucky. And we were out there till like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning listening to Pink Floyd, Ozzy Osbourne, Metallica, and drinking away. Ahí en la calle, under that damn light on the street. It was amazing, amazing. I really, really enjoyed it. Had a great, great time. But for those guys to come out and say, Erasmo, we're voting for you, we're supporting you, we'll always be out there for you. Goodness? Elda. See, hold on, real quick. Can you hear me now? Sorry, guys, but I'm very, very proud that my hood, stood out there with me, stands with me, man. I love these guys, all of them, and we've had our ins or outs sometimes, but I always go to Aron's house for birthday parties, and ayer vino, and I had brought him that skull from Teotihuacan, the one that I bought at the pyramids. It was really awesome. What you need to do at Osmo is head out fishing. I'm not that patient to be out there fishing. It's kind of trippy, man. Uh, you know, it's just kind of slimy. I just rather sit, smoke a good Cuban cigar, drink, and chillax. Especially when you catch your breath after a long day. Yeah, and I think that's one of the things why they say that meditation is so important. I think it is. Es que regala las pasitas a toda la banda. Por eso nunca te duran. No, y fíjate que mencionas eso, porque vino Aarón ayer y tenía ahí, ahí tengo botellas, las cuales en su tiempo me han regalado. Y viene Aarón y dice, no, esa pasó, y saw, y digo, esa está buena. Dije, ah, sí, creo que era de Titos, Titos Vodka. Dije, pues ahí la tengo, me la regalaron. Dice, ah, no, esa es muy buena y que no sé qué. Y dije, "Ay, oh, llévatela." Llévatela because it's just going to sit there forever. As crazy as this may sound, because a lot of people are out there, but crazy as it sound, I do not drink. I do not drink. I have a couple of sips here and there. Maybe socialize. I do not drink. Se va a casar Baldo. Good morning. Good morning. Looking sharp. I am wearing my curta, the one I brought back from San Francisco. No, where's that coming out? Trek Strange New Worlds? I did not even know that was a thing. I'm going to actually Google search it right now. Oh, guys, I don't know if they still have any. Let me say that Constable Norman Esquivel and Frank Lerma and the deputies up there in Precinct 1 in Cameron County, man, they're doing an amazing job, guys. They made these patches for autism awareness. Beautiful patches. And I had the blessing of being able to buy a couple of them. So I'm hoping that if they still have some, that more individuals would be interested. I wearing my button, which is on my coat because I'm wearing my curta. But I appreciate individuals out there that that support and bring awareness to our autism awareness individuals. So, guys, please, please continue to do that. Let me add it onto my curta. I appreciate that my secretary gives me back my things. Uh, I think one of the things that I've shared regularly is how I is a button. How I wear the same pants forever. I do not wash blue jeans regularly, and I don't wash blue jeans regularly because they're blue jeans. They're supposed to last a couple of weeks, and the jeans that I have on, let me tell you, I had them on for a month, and then all of a sudden I was starting to, like, I got close to them a little bit, and go like, oh, I think es tiempo para lavarlos. They were amazing. I love curtas. Uh, it just feels so awesome. And let me tell you, some of the female curtas out there, they're just dang on beautiful, amazing. That's one of the things that I'd hope a lot of people would start understanding. There's a lot of culture out there in the world. Start bringing it into Brownsville, Texas, man. We need something different. Talking about something different, I got a text this morning that sewer system was out there flooding, overflowing up by Rivera to the point that the students' parking lot and even coming into the school to the point where individuals, students out there at Rivera had to be moved onto the portables. Guys, this is the kind of stuff that should not be happening in a city like Brownsville, Texas. And say a city like Brownsville, Texas, guys, because I know a lot of people will go out there and say, hey, Erasmo, continuing to be negative. It's not being negative, guys. Just want something a little bit better. You know, I think for far too long, a lot of the people here in the city of Brownsville have been made to believe that you don't deserve better. You know, you get what you get. Be happy. And I've seen that throughout a lot of the comments because a lot of the people go out there like, "Well, just be happy that you have a job. Be happy that you got something." And that's just very, very mediocre. I don't want individuals to be, "Oh, just be happy, be content." We weren't we were not created to be content. Can you imagine where we would be technology wise if people that with vision back in the heyday, didn't want to dream bigger, didn't expect a lot more. And what happens in the city of Brownsville is that a lot of people are like, que te valga, nothing's going to change. And they've been complacent. And that's what's really, really unfortunate because, I want the resources that this city has to be used to benefit the city of Brownsville as a whole. And look, wouldn't it be so awesome if we could get some of those resources to fix a lot of the infrastructure issues that we truly have here in the city of Brownsville instead of pouring it all downtown? Downtown is a sinkhole, guys. Is a cesspool sinkhole, and fixing it up doesn't benefit the city of Brownsville as a whole. That's what a lot of people don't understand. It benefits the mayor and his people. Doesn't do an ounce of good for anyone that lives down Rivera, where Rivera's at, who constantly get sewer water coming up to their ankles. Doesn't do an ounce of good. The only thing that happens is that when money is poured into downtown, where the mayor and the city commission is directing the funds, guys, the only thing that happens is that the mayor becomes a little bit more rich. And that's what's really perplexing. That then you have all these other butt kissers out there going like, well, he's the greatest mayor we've ever had. He's doing something. He's making himself rich is what he's doing. That's what's happening in the city of Brownsville. The mayor of the city of Brownsville is making himself very, very rich while keeping the rest of us all the more poor. And that's just very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Just want an equal seat at the table for everyone in the city of Brownsville and in Cameron County. Same thing happens in Cameron County. I mean, we've shared how my opponent in this upcoming race during the vaccines, the vouchers, and then the vaccines, put his people in the front of the line, put his political supporters in the front of the line, put his family members in the front of the line. It should not be that way, guys. They have resources. And let me say, one of the things that I think that a lot of folks did, and I actually speak for myself, is that a lot of people opted to do during the pandemic is go elsewhere to get a vaccine. Did y'all hear about those people? I mean, I've had some friends that actually went out to Corpus, to get a vaccine. There were vaccines being given out there in Houston, Harris County, and a lot of people decided to go over there because there was an excess of them. I personally got my vaccine, my Pfizer vaccine. Well, I got my Johnson and Johnson here with Dr. Eder Hernandez, but I got my Pfizer vaccine in Edinburgh, because I decided to get on out there and get myself vaccinated. But the issue is, I had the means to go elsewhere to get the vaccine. Does that make sense? I had the means to go elsewhere to get the vaccine, and that's what I did. A lot of our folk here did not have the means, guys. A lot of our folks here were the elderly, the immunocompromised, did not have the option to go get the vaccine anywhere else because of their weakness, because of their disability. Those are the individuals that were made to wait 8 hours in line for a voucher and then 8 hours in line to get the vaccine. And again, if that was the case for everyone, guys, entonces, you would say, like, pues, ni modo. It wasn't for Joey Lopez's family. Joey Lopez's family got in front of the line. Joey's family's political church got in front of the line. Joey Lopez and his political favors, they got in front of the line. They were having big old shindigs, weddings, when they told you to cancel your quinceañera. And again, they're out there for themselves, not for the greater good of the community. What have they done in the past 3, 4 years? And look, guys, I'm going to say this again. If you do not want to vote for me because I'm Erasmo Castro, more power to you. You're just going to be shooting yourself in the foot. It doesn't affect me. If I win this race, we all win. If I lose this race, you all lose. I'll still be okay. I'll still win. Good morning, buenos dias, buenos dias. Jean shorts, no. Good morning. I notice how the ones who say, be happy you have something, are the people who kiss up to Trex, the superintendent, and PUB. Yeah, because they are well off. They'll always be in the top 3% here in the city of Brownsville. So to them, again, it doesn't affect them. It doesn't affect individuals who make $50,000 a month. It doesn't affect them to pay another extra $100 of utility bill for electricity. It affects our elderly, our weak, our poor, and that makes up 95% of the city of Brownsville. And that's what's unfortunate. It's a new show on Paramount. I got to watch it. I don't think I have Paramount. I wonder if I could download it. Now I'm going to have to. I have every single other streaming agency out there. I gave up on Disney. I canceled my Disney subscription. And I did in part because of all the mess that Disney's involved in. I literally canceled my Disney subscription. And I'm probably missing out on Moon Knight. And I don't want to miss out on Moon Knight. But, sometimes you've got to take a stand. So I'm going to avoid Disney as much as possible. I'm going to see about Paramount now because I'm interested in the Star Trek show. If I lived back home, I would apply for a committee. Not sure how much difference that would make, but it's a start, I guess. I would tell people que me cae mal Erasmo just so they can let me in. That might be a great way to get your foot into the door. Is like, we can't stand Erasmo. But you will not be true to yourself. Speaking of long vaccine lines, make sure you remember to bring up on the debate with Joey Lopez if you get a chance to. He had like 700 vouchers, and we had to find out on your show where they supposedly went. Exactamente. And we are going to discuss it. So I promise you. If they don't vote for you, they better not come back complaining about bad service in the city of Brownsville and Cameron County. I agree. And this is what always happens. It's like, let me say, and I mentioned this, I've mentioned this before. 5 years ago, I ran for city commissioner. I ran for city commissioner. And let me say, guys, I went to the police officer union bull crap. It's a bunch of bull. those unions, those police officer unions, are full of crap. I went to the forum that they had, and it was the same thing: understaffed, undermanned, our hours, and insurance. And Rose Gowan didn't even show up, and she got the endorsement. She didn't even show up to answer their questions. They gave her the endorsement and $1,000 check. 4 years later, and police officers, listen, 4 years later, hours, understaffed, no training, resources, and insurance. And I'm going like, bitch, didn't y'all bring the same complaints 4 years ago? And nothing has changed? And back then you endorsed Rose Gowan? Well, guess what? Again, they endorsed Rose Gowan because they're stupid politicos. That's what the police officer union is all about. They're just politicos. They'll shoot themselves in the foot. But the problem with the unions is they don't only shoot themselves in the foot, they shoot every single individual that pays dues. They shoot them in the foot too. And ultimately, their families are affected. And that's the issue. You don't have to like Erasmo Castro. Many people don't. Erasmo Castro is still telling you the truth. And that should make all the difference. Good morning, Mario Hermoso. Why do local officials continue to divide the classes further apart? Because it's one of their tactics. It's the way that they continue to win. It's the divide and conquer thing. And I know it sounds kind of cliche to say it, but it's the divide and conquer thing. It's something that Sylvia Atkinson was really, really good at. She would pit one individual with another individual. And look, and I'm going to say this, and I appreciate Commissioner Dos Santos coming on. I appreciate that he answers questions. I greatly appreciate it. But if he really, 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 really wants to make change in the city of Brownsville, he needs to separate a little bit, step back from all those elitist groups that continue to divide us. Because de qué sirve if we agree on 75% of the things, while you're still out there hugging the individuals that continue to keep us in slavery, continue to keep us as the blue ticket holders. It really does suck, you know? And again, nothing changes. Bring back your red high heels and a midnight miniskirt. You have a show tonight. Yeah, not gonna do that. Have Here comes hurricane season. Yeah, and that's very unfortunate, guys. And again, my question to the city manager in the city of Brownsville: how better prepared are we as a community today than we were last year or 2 years ago in regards to hurricane preparedness? I would dare say we're not prepared at all. Do we have generators back at the FEMA dome? Where were the first ones? Where and look, and let's let go of the question: where were the first ones taken? What happened to the ones that they were supposed to already be there? Let's forget that question. Throw that out the window. Where are we today? That's what should matter. How are we better off today than we were last year? And I would say, sure not. We have medians now. How is that going to protect us against a hurricane? And what I'm referring to is we've got stuff that we really totally don't need. The downtown's got more stuff. We've got more money going down their way. How does that help Rivera out there that has sewer coming into the school? Sewer. And look, again, I'm going to blame the people, the parents of my Rivera students out there. It's your fault because you're lazy, because you're indifferent, because you go out there, "Hombre, que te valga, nada cambia." It's y'all's fault. So, to my people that live by Rivera, if you don't get your asses in gear and start going out there and fighting for what's right, your children are still going to be stepping in crap. Your children. And again, don't do it for you. Do it for your damn children, those mendigos huercos. Do it for them. Your children are stepping on crap right now over there by Rivera. stepping on crap, on poo, sewer water, while the mayor's downtown figuring what else to buy with your money. Unpopular opinion: having Roy there on those committees maybe is a benefit. He can keep an eye on the rateria. He can speak up on the worst. No, see, that's not the way it's supposed to work. And again, I'm going to disagree. And I know, again, I appreciate Roy Santos coming on and answering questions. I agree. He needs to get off those damn committees. Needs to get off of them. And you've got to let it go a little bit. El que mucho abarca, poco aprieta. That's my opinion. Yes, what's the topic? Hurricane preparedness? Let me help you. Be prepared. Be prepared to survive on your own. With your city leaders don't care about you. Exactamente. And look, it's something as small. Look, today, Mike, I don't know if you saw my post, but the sewer water coming out over there by Rivera. And, our kids are stepping in it to the point where they had to be moved to the portables. Had to be moved to the portables. And that's just really very unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate because where's all this money that we got here in the city of Brownsville? Where's all the cash that we're supposed to get? I mean, Trey Street looks pretty cool. I mean, they fixed Adams Street really, really nice. The one that's right in front of his business. Our kids get nothing. And at the end of the day, again, parents, si tú eres que te valga, que no sé qué, que todo, that's fine. Love your kids. Want something better for them, at least. Llévame a comer, es lo que debes hacer. You supposedly work. Let's go to lunch. Actually, I have to go to Matamoros, though. But let's go to lunch. I'm game. Just got to get the plates for the Erasmo mobile. The Erasmo mobile is back in action. And it is cool. Got to go get some plates for it. Got to get everything in order. That's exactly what I was going to do this morning, guys. It's 9:30, and I'm too handsome and totally not fat, and I got to get myself getting to work. We'll have a busy day today, so it's going to be like kind of a trippy one. But guys, thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming. Stepping in sewer water, you can contract hepatitis amongst other disease. Y lo te imaginas, and yo no sé dónde salió esa. Is it a jail thing or something? You know how kids nowadays they walk around in chanclas con calcetines. Who does that? I mean, if you're gonna wear chanclas, don't wear calcetines. But you're wearing chanclas con calcetines, and I think that's a jail thing, no? Am I wrong? De la pinta, no? Salen de la pinta with the chanclas and calcetines. How do I know that? I'd rather not answer. ¿Qué has hecho con el tuk-tuk? El tuk-tuk is in the back of the house, and I have not been able to turn it on. I mean, it's running. It's just don't have the time. Another quickie boo. 30 minutes is okay. How many commissioner seats does Roy have? Um, I think it's like five seats on different boards and committees. It's too much, man. It's too much. And I'm hoping that he slowly realizes that and starts to let go to individuals that are outside that same old clique that always gets placed on these boards and committees. It's California style. That looks gross. To anyone out there wearing chanclas and socks, yeah, it's not doing it for me. I remember Roy saying he would step down when running. Yes, you know, that's part of the problem when you make go out there and make campaign promises, and then you get elected, and then all of a sudden you think, oh, I don't have to fulfill them. Again, we don't give anyone a pass. Roy wears chanclas. Yeah, but he wears chanclas without socks. It's the wearing chanclas with socks thing that really trips me out. What the hell are y'all doing? Let your feet be free of the socks. Guys, have a great day. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. We'll be back tonight at 9 p.m. Guys, have a great one. Be good to each other and continue to be good to me. God bless.